Welcome to World History TV. We're set to embark on an incredible journey through time. From ancient civilizations to modern-day events, we explore stories that have shaped our world. Our rich tapestry of human experience offers countless lessons and fascinating insights. Whether you're a history buff or simply curious about the past, you've come to the right place. Grab your passport to the past. We're delving into defining moments of our history. Together, we'll uncover the events and personalities that made today possible. Join us as we discover the moments that define us on World History TV. Today, we're kicking off a new series that dives deep into the long and rich history of Canada. In this first episode, we're exploring the lives of Canada's Indigenous peoples, groups who lived on this land for thousands of years before the arrival of Europeans. From the Arctic to the Pacific coast, their cultures and traditions form the roots of Canadian history. Let's journey into their remarkable way of life. Segment 1: Introduction to Canada's Indigenous Peoples. Before Europeans arrived, Canada was home to a diverse array of indigenous groups, each with their own languages, traditions, and customs. In the north, we have the Inuit, who developed extraordinary skills to survive in the harsh Arctic climate. Further south, First Nations groups like the Iroquois, Algonquin, and Haida thrived, each with unique cultures that adapted to their local environments. Interesting fact. Did you know? The name Canada originates from the word Canada, which means village or settlement in the Huron and Iroquois languages. This term was used by the French explorer Jacques Cartier and eventually became the name of the country we know today. Segment 2: Social life and family structure. The social structure of Indigenous groups in Canada was well organized, with strong family and clan systems. Many groups had large family units called clans, where each member had a specific role and responsibility. Clans were often associated with animals, like the bear or wolf, symbolizing the group's identity and strength. Additionally, many groups had a respected chief or elder who would make decisions based on consensus and shared wisdom. Interesting fact. The Iroquois, who lived around the Great Lakes region, had a structured political system known as the Iroquois Confederacy, or League of Peace and Power. They are known as one of the earliest societies in North America to develop a sophisticated political structure, which even inspired political ideas in Canada's modern government. Segment 3: Economic life, hunting, fishing, and trade. Economically, Indigenous groups across Canada relied heavily on hunting, fishing, and trade. In the north, the Inuit were skilled hunters of seals and whales, using every part of the animal for food, clothing, and everyday tools. On the western coast, the Haida were renowned for their woodworking skills, building large canoes for trade and salmon fishing. Meanwhile, on the Great Plains, the Blackfoot and Cree were dependent on the buffalo hunt, which provided food, clothing, and materials for shelter. Interesting fact. The Inuit people used a tool called an ulu, a crescent-shaped knife used by women for cutting meat and animal hides. The ulu is a significant cultural symbol in Inuit society. Segment 4: Spirituality and traditional wisdom. Indigenous peoples in Canada had strong spiritual beliefs and a deep respect for the natural world. They believed every living being, humans, animals, and plants, had a spirit and was interconnected. Many of these groups practiced rituals and ceremonies to honor nature. For instance, the Plains Indigenous peoples practiced the sun dance, a significant ritual involving prayers, dancing, and fasting to strengthen their connection with the universe.